Aloha and welcome back, or if you're new here, I'm Laura Christine, founder of Being Boundless and host of the Boundless Soul podcast. I am all about how boundaries really make us whole and make us boundless. So I help you tune in and align with your values, keep strong boundaries, and let self-love come in and dissolve any self-doubt that's keeping you back from really attracting the people, things, and opportunities that make you feel whole. So stick around. Last video, I talked about the 5 key or essential components or steps for setting healthy, strong boundaries, especially for us spiritual entrepreneurs. So if you haven't seen it yet, go back and watch it, and then of course, come back to this one. And if you haven't, or even if you have, why don't you write in the comments if you're a spiritual entrepreneur and what business you're in? I'm really excited to find out. So let's begin. I'm going to be talking about the first one of those key ingredients, and that is going to be take full responsibility. Okay, friends, so the first thing you've got to have going for you when you're setting boundaries is you've got to be willing to take full responsibility for setting your boundaries. And really, you've got to take full responsibility for your entire life. This will change things in such a positive light so quickly for you that life is going to get better. If you are stuck in victim mode right now, don't be ashamed. We are taught to just be in victim all the time. So it's not even your fault. Not really. However, once you know it, then you can do something about it. So ask yourself, do I let other people tell me what's best for me? Most of us do. Do I feel victimized by that? Another thing that most of us do, or at least definitely have experience with. So first thing, number 1, don't shame yourself for it. If other people have told you the right way to live and the best way to be, that was simply their projection, hoping that they would find their success through you. Whatever, not gonna happen. I'm gonna have a little side note here. If you are in or have been in a situation where you've been or are oppressed or abused in any way, listen, that's not your fault. You didn't deserve it, and you didn't attract it in with your thoughts. However, moving forward from this point right now, what I am presenting are tools and practices to help you find your internal power and use that to move forward rather than the oppressions and the abuses of the past, which are horrendous and, again, not your fault. Yet you had these experiences, and now you're in a very empowering position, especially you're watching this video, you're here on YouTube, all of these resources for you to be able to take that power for your own choices and your own self to move forward into the future. So I am here with you, and I stand by you, and I support you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Back to step or component number 1, take full responsibility for your boundary setting. No one will set boundaries for you. This is true. However, they will set limits for you, right? They will set limits for you. They will say, this is what you need to do. They will say, you can't make money doing that. They will set limits for you. And if you accept those limits, that, my dear, is on you. So let's take a look at what we can do now. If we have accepted some limits for ourselves, we can take our power back The most empowering words I have found, seriously, in the English language are, I chose this. Now, the reason I say I chose this in the past tense is because I am taking the power that I probably have been giving my parents or my teachers, society, old boyfriends, whoever I let set limits for me. I am taking the power away from them and giving it back to myself by saying, actually, I chose that. I chose to be in that relationship. Now, like I mentioned before, we don't choose everything with our conscious mind. However, some may believe, and I actually do, that our souls choose when and through whom to come to Earth. So, on some level, if you can get that idea that on some level, I chose this. This was my choice. I had the power. Now what? I chose this. Now I'm choosing this. Try it. How empowering does it feel? Now, if you're stuck in victim consciousness, meaning you really allow other people to affect how you're feeling, what you're thinking, you're giving kind of them the power over your experience, it's really hard to say, I chose this. And so even if you can't do that, it's okay. There's no shame, there's no blame, there's no forcing, especially of ourselves. So don't force yourself to say something that feels wrong. Because your subconscious knows if you believe it or not. So if you do not have the ability to say, I chose this, whatever your situation is right now, maybe someday you will, maybe never, try this. Okay, I did not choose this, but now I'm going to choose this. Or even more powerful, but now I'm choosing this. And so you're taking the power in this moment, which really is the only moment that we have, to take responsibility again for your life. And from there, you're going to start to love yourself. You're going to start to set those boundaries. I may or may not have chosen that or this. However, now I am choosing this. So let's talk. Mention, what are you choosing for yourself today in the comments? Today I am choosing blank, whatever it is. Let me know. Let's have a conversation. Let's grow that seed of what you're choosing today and let's let it sprout. That is the power that we really do have. And when we can come together and connect in this powerful place, it is so much even stronger. And it's something that I love more than anything. I love to support people's aspirations and dreams and beliefs. And, those, as a spiritual entrepreneur, I don't know about you, but I believe in so much that a lot of people around me don't believe in. And it's just so amazing to be able to be somewhere where at least one other person, and I am that person for you if you need me to be, believes in what you know to be true. It's awesome. And it only expands us even more. And we're less bound by what other people are thinking about us and telling us what to think and feel and believe. And we become more and more boundless. So that is what this is all about. I'm going to remind you about my free basics course. You can grab that right up here. It's also in the description. Please do that course so you have a strong foundation and understanding about all the things that I'm talking about, and you can move forward even faster. Thank you so much for being here. Do be sure to write in the comments what you're choosing today. I am there with you for that, cheering you on. And subscribe, click the bell so you get notifications. I put new videos out each Friday, and share this with friends. Let's spread the love and the joy and the boundlessness. Sat Nam, my friends. Until next week, thank you for being boundless with me.